Welcome back to Financial Model Series 1.2. In our continuous video of the previous video, we are about to create SUMIFS functionality here. Again, I told you that we are going to build the data and then fine tune the answers here. That's what I did in our previous point. I didn't use SUMIFS functionality earlier. I just showed you how I can build a data set here. Now I'm building the final part, or I'm putting the final bricks on the dataset, which allows us to use the dataset better here. So again, I do have a short video on this also, name manager, but I'm going to create that right now. So I'm going to create from selection here. So by that way, the names of these columns are automatically added as the first line item of a dataset, and then call forwarding that in a formula will become even more easier for me instead of selecting each and every one of the columns separately. To create this dimension, so I'm going to select the whole data set here. So I'm going to come back to the last line and then select the whole data set, and I can use the Control Shift F3 to add our create name from selection, or I can go to the formula bar and do this. So I just showed you the keyboard shortcut here. So I'm going to go back to my formula here, and then I'm going to click create from selection here, and then I'll uncheck the left column here. I preferably name all my columns by the header of the column datasets here. So the first column will be named as order date, region, rep, and so on until sales. I'm going to give an OK. Now I got all my name managers ready in this list. When I go back to my name manager in the formula bar, you can see all these names are added as a separate column. So now when I go back to my SUMIFS functionality, as I told you earlier, the SUMIFS function allows you to add 127 conditions for us. So I'll just show you how it's going to work for you. I'm going to come down to the place where I want the answer to come into play. I'm going to just say equals SUMIFS, and then Control A. That's going to give you the function argument for us, and then I'm going to hit enter. This is the first logics, and then the second logics, and this will keep on going on until 1 to 7 logics I can add in a list here. So this is the number of criteria that I can add in a SUMIFS functionality. I'm interested only in the 2 of them here, so I'm going to just pop it in the list here. So now I have 3 different parts to cover here, and please do remember, we will tend to do a simple mistakes when we are working on SUMIFS functionality, because we choose a range in one component and then we choose the criteria in the other one. So whenever you choose the right column, please give the right condition. Which condition you are giving first is not a matter here, but see to that your criteria range and the criteria matches with the condition in it. The first logic that I'm going to take right now is the sum range. So I need a numerical value to showcase what is the total sales done together. So I'm going to call the sales here. I can just press an F3 here. That's going to bring you all my name manager in this list. I'm going to select the sales here. I'm going to give an enter. That's my sum range function. You can see automatically that's selecting the sum range for me. I'm going to give a comma. Then I'll ask you what is the criteria range here. I wish to keep the criteria range 1 as rep and 2 as items here. So I'm going to choose the rep here. So I can either type here, or I can press again F3 and then select the rep here and then give an enter. Now I can choose the rep is selected. I'm going to give a comma. I'm choosing the top data here. I never named the other 2 dimensions also. If you want to name that also, you can do it. I'm not doing it here. I'm keeping it that as a cell reference here. I'm going to give a comma, and then I'm going to press an F3 again. I'm going to use the items here, and then I'm going to give a comma and then choose the binders in this list here. And I close the bracket and give an enter. That's going to give you the popular data set here. So that's the total sales that we did in our list, and I would like to format the data set output with the rupees in it. So I'm going to go back to the home tab and then add the accounting number formatting for the data list here. So automatically it adds the sales that done by Alex in binders. Again, I don't know how many products Alex sold here. So when I choose the desk, you can see that Alex didn't sold even a single desk here. So the conditions has satisfied, and then the pen, he didn't sold it. Now he sold pen set, and then you can see the pencils is sold. So he didn't sell 2 different products here. So fortunately my SUMIFS is good enough to give me the right answer. It's not showing me any errors as such, not applicable, referential error, nothing like that. So I can see the data set works really well here. So that's really nice for me. So the data set are making our list better, and this is how we can create SUMIFS functionality. I'm not stopping with SUMIFS here. You can add few more ifs here. I am interested to teach you 2 more ifs here, called one is if yes, and one more is called average ifs. And we can also learn max ifs and min ifs, which is not a singular condition. We have it in Excel. We have only multiple conditions available here. Hope you guys learn how to use a name manager and SUMIFS functionality. If you want to see the formula, what I've used inside the list here, you can see I'm going to use the formula text to get this data set run here. I'm going to just merge them and make them more readable for us. This is Vinod signing off from myself Academy YouTube channel. Your financial modeling series 1.2. Video number 1 is completed with this particular topic. Thank you so much. Happy learning.